Hello guys and welcome back to Tim TCG. Today we're going to take a look at a deck that can rush down your opponent super fast and also can play the long game. Let's have a look at the deck list. And as you can see, today we're going to play Joltik box. Joltik is a baby Pokemon with 30 HP. Its attack Jolting Charge lets you attach 4 energies, 2 basic lightning energies and 2 basic grass energies to your Pokemon in any way you like. This is a great setup for Iron Hands. Iron Hands amp you very much, deals 120 damage, and if you take a knockout with it, you can take 1 extra prize. So you can rush down the baby Pokemon of Gardevoir, Dragapult, Grimmsnarl and so on, and you can get ahead in the price trade pretty fast. You set up with Miraidon's tandem unit where you can search your deck for up to 2 lightning Pokemon and put them on your bench. Galvantula is a great Pokemon when it comes to dealing with Pokemon like Crustle. Pikachu is your high damage dealer with 300 damage for just 3 energies. It's super good to take out bigger Pokemon. Ursaluna is one of your late game options. Iron Leaves is super good when it comes to getting retreat locked or just needing a grass finisher. Mew is most of the times just your draw card, also is Fezandipiti. Since we are mostly playing basic Pokemon, Latias is a must include. Genesect, if you attach a tool to it, your opponent can't play his ace spec. This can be super good since way more decks play Trolley at the moment. Mega Mawile is another late game attacker that is the counterpart to Ursaluna. Ursaluna needs less energy when your opponent has more prize cards taken, and Mega Mawile deals more damage depending on the amount of prize cards you have taken. Since we want to set up, for Arven is a must include. Crispin is super important in this deck since we can power up Pikachu or something like Mega Mawile in one turn. Of course, you have to remember that you have to take 2 different energies with Crispin, but you can, for example, attach a metal energy to Mega Mawile with Crispin, take another one into your hand and attach another metal energy from your hand. For bosses, so that we can get the most out of Iron Hands, is also a must include. One Iono, just if we either have a bad start or we want to disrupt our opponent since we have game on board, is also a nice inclusion. Since we need Miraidon safe on the first turn, we play 7 balls, and since we want to find a supporter every turn, 3 Pokégears are also included. Since one of our bosses can always be prized, we play Prime Catcher, but not only for the gusting option, also as another option for getting rid of the retreat locks. Often, some of our cards, mostly energies, will get in the discard pretty fast, so 1 Super Rod is also a nice inclusion. And to find some energies, we play Earthen Vessel. Tool Scrapper in the current meta is pretty good because decks like Gardevoir really rely on their tools. We play 2 Bravery Charms, 1 Air Balloon and 1 Future Booster Capsule as our tools. Bravery Charm is always a good inclusion since we mostly play basic Pokemon. Air Balloon so that we can't get retreat stalled, not retreat locked, but retreat stalled. And 1 Future Booster Caps so that our Iron Hands deals even more damage with its amp you very much. Our energy count is 5 lightning energies, 5 grass energies and 3 metal energies. Okay, we've talked about the deck, now let's see it in action. Okay guys, welcome to game 1. As always, we're going to choose heads. With this deck, you want to go second, the reason behind that is that you need an attack for your Joltik, from your Joltik. So it's pretty important to get that one running. Our start here is actually quite fine. We will Arven for a Nest Ball and something else. And then, so the something else is of course depending on the matchup. And then we're going to grab Miraidon. We'll most likely grab Joltik and Iron Hands. And from there on, we can play the game pretty good. Okay, we're playing against the Gengar deck. So we actually annihilate the Mega Gengar ability with our Iron Hands. Mega Gengar says that your Darkness Pokemon give the opponent 1 price less, and we just deny that. Okay, let's price check real quick. Okay, we are fine. Okay, there's the Miraidon. 1 Crispin, 1 Boss. Those are in hand. Okay, so we are actually quite fine here. We take those. We play Nest Ball, get the Miraidon. Use its tandem unit. Joltik. We could actually be greedy here. We could do it like that. Yeah, let's do that. I like that way. And now we grab those. We attach for turn, we retreat, we attach this here, and we Jolting charge. Of course, we are getting those 4 energies. And now I just wonder if we would attach 1 grass energy onto the Pikachu, but I don't think so, since all of our cards have 1 retreat. And we have the energy in hand. This actually should be fine. Okay. Let's see if he gets anything. Okay, he gets the Fezandipiti and Lily's Determination. This is such a good card. This card won me so many games when I was in Gdansk. It's just amazing. Oh, he's actually playing it with the Zoroark. Okay. So we take most likely 2 on the Ghastly, another 2 on this one, and then we take 2 on the Fez. I hope that we can play it like that. Is he going to deal the 10 damage, or is he going to play TM Evolution? Maybe. So if he goes for TM Evolution, no, okay, he doesn't do that. Well, I thought he would be able to take out the Joltik. Now this is kind of awkward because I wanted to go for another Nest Ball and yeah, like that. Go for another Nest Ball and put down Latias, but we will grab this. We will. Actually, we could go for the Air Balloon. Yeah, let's do that. So, do we want to attach the Air Balloon to Joltik? Yeah. I think we can do that. We go here and we go for Amp You Very Much. So normally this Ghastly would give us 1 prize, but we are taking, oh nice, we are taking 2 prizes, since Amp You Very Much says if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, take 1 more prize card. So if he goes for Mega Gengar, we could actually... I don't know if Gengar triggers on its own. I would have to get the correct wording for that. This is also a pretty cool inclusion. Okay. Normally, as soon as you are this far ahead, the game is pretty hard for your opponent to play. Since we play 4 bosses orders, we can just boss the Haunter here 100%. Okay. Why would he go for the Joltik when it has the Air Balloon? Oh, our Prime Catcher is also priced. I just realized that. Huh. Is he actually hoping... He does find the Reshiram. Okay. So, we are definitely going to pivot into... He doesn't find Reshiram. This is interesting. Just fails the Nest Ball. And there's the conceit. Okay. So from here on, the game would have been won anyways. But this is how fast this deck can work. Okay, let's see you in game 2. Okay guys, welcome to game 2. A neat trick I didn't tell you about until now is that you often can just place down the combination of Genesect and Air Balloon. So, with the Air Balloon attached, it's pretty easy to pivot out of the active, so you can't get stalled with it in the active. And your opponent wants the Genesect gun. He can also use it to stall you if you don't have Air Balloon for it. So this combination can force a lot out of your opponent. It's actually pretty good. So, but now let's have a look. We see Badoo, Fez, K, Jamming Tower. This Jamming Tower is actually pretty bad for us right here. But, okay, so this actually is kind of fine. We check what we have in deck first. So we have, okay, we definitely grab Miraidon here. Okay, our Mawile is priced. One of those is priced. One grass energy, one metal energy. Okay. So we grab this. We are going to take this and this. Do we? Yeah, we play Arven here just to get this. This. We don't have any stadium bump in this deck. This. We could have taken a Nest Ball to get a Latias down, but I think it's more important for us to have the Pokégear so that we can play a supporter next turn. We're going to Joltik charge here. We definitely have to do this in this situation, so that we can get Crispin for a Pikachu to take out the Fez, or if he pivots into Badoo, we can just go for the Iron Hands and take 2 prizes of the Badoo. Halucha is pretty good for him in this case. I guess he's playing Dragapult with those cards that I see, so his best bet would be taking Pikachu and Fez here. Fez, so it's on 200 HP, and Pikachu, so that its great ability Resolute Heart is gone. Okay. So, well, if I think about the Badoo, it would have been correct to just take another Nest Ball over the Pokégear. Well, I think this was a misplay, but we are kind of fine here. Do we want to grab anything? I don't think so. No, we don't. Latias is in deck. Okay. And we take 2 prizes again. So, our game is pretty mapped out from here. We can take 2 prizes on the Hawlucha since he can't get rid of the Iron Hands right now. And then we can go into Pikachu to take 2 more prizes on Fez or anything else. Okay, he counter catches. What does he get into the active? The Fez. Flip the script. Unless we get item locked again. I don't think that we will, since he has TM Evolution. That doesn't work with Jamming Tower. We should be fine here. Is he really going to Night Searcher the energy now? Let's see if he has a second stadium or if he just misplays. I wanted to press that. I'm sorry. He now finally realizes that he misplayed completely, I guess. Yeah. That's, by the way, a neat interaction. The TM Evolution doesn't get discarded because of Jamming Tower, since the TM Evolution effectively has no text on it. It doesn't say this card gets discarded at the end of the turn. So, from here on we are going to play this. We just thin by taking all the tools so that we don't draw into them. We will even attach them just for good measure. We retreat. And in this case we actually deal 160 damage. That is something you don't often do. We could have gone for a boss play here, but if he Ionos us, we effectively get more cards. Well, okay, I didn't expect Rare Candy in a deck that plays TM Evolution. Okay, so now we have to think a little. Wait, what is he doing? Why? It doesn't work on Fez. Bro. It needs to be stage 2. I don't... Maybe you know what is going on. You can tell me in the comments. But from here on, we would have gone for a boss play on the Dracloak and then take the Fezandipiti and then an Amp play or a Pikachu play or something like that. So as you can see, you can pressure your opponent from the very start. If you get out the Joltik, it's super good. You just rush them down, and with Mawile, Ursaluna and Pikachu, you also have some attackers that deal high amounts of damage and really can pressure your opponent, not only in the early game like Iron Hands, but also in the late game. Okay, so this was today's video. I hope you like it. If you want to try out the list on your own, I'll put the deck list in the description. Let me know what you think. I highly appreciate every one of you watching. Yeah, so have a great day and see you next time on Tim TCG.